Hello, my dears. Welcome back. We will be looking at some fall decorating ideas and thinking a lot about changes in life. I've got a few things that are new from the thrift store to share with you, and I want your opinion on some lampshades that I'm not sure about. And let's finish with my very famous canned apple pie filling recipe that my husband loves me for. I'm starting my day as usual with a very quick get ready routine that I have. I love this hair oil. I oil my hair twice a day. If you have natural curly hair, I recommend Heritage Argan Oil. I don't do anything with my hair most days. I just run this argan oil through it and I'm good. I can do this for 3 or 4 days like that. People keep asking me about my dresses, and this one is from Baltic Born. It's no longer available, but I got it on eBay. It's the Lydia dress, and I love dresses because they're so easy to get ready with every morning. I went thrifting yesterday and I found these 2 plush blankets. I'm really tempted to use them for myself, but I actually got them for my 2 dogs. I thought it would be a nice fall gift. And I'm gonna wash them up and let them choose which one they like. They're so inexpensive because thrift store prices that I can justify letting them use these into the ground. I always like to get a load of laundry going each day, and then I have my morning routine, which is so stabilizing for me. It's changed a lot since I'm not homeschooling anymore. I homeschooled 4 kids. They're all ages back to back to back to back. And so my mornings are really quiet now. Even though I wear a dress, which honestly, it's not even to look fancy. It's because it's so very, very easy. I can do most of my kind of farm chore activities by just putting on a pair of boots and an apron, and it works. The only time I don't like wearing a dress is if I have to paint or do something super, super dirty, and then I'll put on my little jumpsuit that I love. That's the rhythm I've been falling into as I've been aging. It's interesting as you age, the things that you care about and don't care about, right? I care about quality and simplicity more than I ever have. After I take care of the animals each morning, then I do one thing to make my yard better, and that is starting to add up. It doesn't take very long, maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to be transplanting some of these flowers that I started. Gosh, it's been a few months. I can get these into the ground today. I just do one thing each day, and that is helping so much with just little tiny home improvements and decluttering and moving away from having a house full of kids. It's just a whole new world. It's bittersweet, totally bittersweet, as all mothering is, but I'm finding kind of a new me in a good way. And also keeping things that I never want to let go of. Things like just nurturing. I'm finding that I always want to nurture every day, all day long. I want to nurture somehow. I want someone or something to benefit from this in me. And it comes out in my gardening. My gardening is starting to really take shape again. But it's different. You know, I used to garden for food and the kids, and now it's more for pleasure and flowers. And I just think it's so fascinating how we change, and we're all going through the changes and finding our way and always in new territory. And there's a lot to say about that. I'm making some simple changes inside, which I will walk you through, and just enjoying the new rhythms and gosh, how easy homemaking is becoming. But there's things that I never want to let go of in the process.
The bedrooms have changed the most in this house this year with all the kids moving out, but our room has stayed constant. That's just been a very sweet source of comfort to me, and I want to continue my theme of simple quality comforts into the fall season. I love to do simple changes with our bedding each season, and this year is no different. I ordered Brooklinen's Luxe Sateen Hardcore Sheet Bundle because of its quality and elegance. Each hardcore bundle includes 4 pillowcases, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and a duvet. The Luxe Sateen set is light and breathable on hot summer days, but the tightly woven fibers make it perfect for year-round as well. Mix and match as you shop with over 20 different colors and patterns. I have really loved the striped linen ones in the past. I feel like that's a really good vintage direction. I've been a Brooklinen fan for the past several years, and I adore several of their products. But there's one in particular that I've been really wanting to try, and that's their throw blankets. They have towels, they have bathrobes, they have quilts, they have comforters, and I've never tried one of their throw blankets, but I have been drooling over them for a while. So I chose this wool blanket. It is made from the finest, softest virgin lamb's wool, and it's handmade in Germany in this 100-year-old family mill, which is totally speaking my language. Mine is the color grayish. It's extra large compared to the throw blankets that I own. I cannot say enough about the quality. Right away, I just gasped when I opened it because it was so plush and soft and cushy. I cannot believe how gorgeous this blanket is. You can bet that I'm gonna be extremely protective of my blanket. It's my favorite blanket that I own, and I expect it will become a family heirloom. I love it that much. And good news, because right now Brooklinen is having their Labor Day sale. All of their award-winning items are 25% off through September 3rd. You can stack that deal with the bundle deal that I told you about earlier, how you get your sheets in a set. It's called a bundle. And then you'll really be saving some money. This is the biggest sale of the year until the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So click on my link in the description box below. No coupon code needed. You will just have the discount applied at checkout automatically, and you're good to go. All right, let's take a look at some of the other little changes that are going on in my room now.
Along with those blankets I got for the dogs, I thrifted this quilted coverlet, which I really loved. Here's the trick to using whites and neutrals. You've got to dial up your texture and layering, and then you can stay real simple. You don't have to add a lot of color. So I thrifted some shams. I thrifted this pillow. I thrifted all these extra pieces besides my Brooklinen sheets, and I put them all together, and it works. I'm taking down my favorite summer picture, this flag. I love it so much. I've got seashells in this thrifted case. And I thought about putting a piece of art right here by this nightstand, but I'm just gonna hang my necklaces. This platter is so beautiful. I got this at Brimfield, and I bought it the moment that the Queen of England died, and everybody started instantly buying things to commemorate her, and it was my big splurge on this trip. I love this platter so much. This is what I did last year. I did the wheat on this platter, so I still really love it. I think it's fine to repeat decorating, seasonal decorating that you did earlier in your life. I think it's fine to continue just doing the things that worked before. I always try some new things, but this one I just really love. I thrifted these shades, and I'm a little torn. I feel like they might be too modern, but they matched the wool throw blanket that I got from Brooklinen, and so I had to try them out. They were kind of an impulse buy, but you know, you do that more when you're thrifting because it's not so much of a hit to the budget. So tell me what you think of these shades. I'm gonna leave them up for a week or so and then decide. And if all else fails, I'm gonna move them into my new guest room. And I could also move this coverlet in too. So no harm done. I think we've got a lot of bedroom makeovers coming down the pike. So we can just move things around. Getting your cozy bed all figured out each season is one of the top priorities, I would say. I mean, I love redoing my porch, and I normally say start with your porch, because if that's the only thing you get done, then it's done. And everyone who visits enjoys the porch decor and things, but my porch is still under construction. Not so much actually the porch, it's just all of the insulating and the foundation work we've been doing. Oh, we're redoing our floors. Anyway, I am moving to my second priority, which is a cozy bed for fall. And I told you that I like to make a change in my garden or my yard every day. I also try to do I just say to myself, like, 1% change, just 1% change. And I am switching out my light switch plate in this bathroom downstairs. Just all the tiny little things add up. This window here in this stairwell is double paned. And it had finally gotten, I guess the seal breaks down over time. It finally had gotten moisture between the two panes. And once that happens, there's just no going back. You have to replace it. So we had it replaced, and the guys that did it kind of messed up the paint around the frame. And they also recalked. And so I have some paint touch up to do. This newel post gets really beat up. I think I know who it is. One of the kids always grabs it when they run up the stairs. So I have to periodically just clean it really well and do touch-up paint. So we're doing that today. It's all these little things that help your home not feel like it's falling apart, you know? So then I noticed that our orchard has apples ready, and oh, I have been a really bad orchard mama this year. I've barely even watered out here. It needs to be weed whacked. But nonetheless, we have some apples, small as they may be. And I just want to grab them and make some apple pie filling for my husband. Gosh, now that I'm face to face with these apples, I really want to start watering them to see if I can get them to be bigger apples before the end of the season. But I did get this basket full, and my husband is, gosh, let's just say apple pies are his love language. He doesn't like that many desserts, but he loves apple pie. Makes him feel very loved. And so I have developed a system where I can get a pie made, quote, made in less than 5 minutes. Not counting the bake time. But part of my strategy is that I can my apple pie filling. I'm going to give you my recipe here for those of you that are interested, and I'll link it in the description box, and you can grab the recipe for this. But I've been making it over 20 years. It makes 7 quarts at a time, and so I'll see if I have enough apples. These are so tiny and kind of beat up that I don't know if I can get 7 jars out of these, but we will try. It's fun to go back to the old recipes and just the traditions in our home. Oh, Colby is working on our wood floors, so I have to choose samples. That's always fun. I'll be sharing that in the next couple weeks, our wood floors, going from the orangey color that you see there on the left to a more medium brown tone. And okay, we didn't actually have enough good apples for 7 quarts, but we have 4, and we are going to be happy about those. There's something so sweet about using produce that you actually grew that's free. Oh, it's just that much better. So then I'm adding a syrupy, gosh, it's kind of a caramely filling that I made on the stove, and I just add it into my fresh apples. I've got to get my lids on and put these in a big kettle of water for 20 minutes and they will be ready to go. Sometimes I make this for Christmas gifts. Super inexpensive. People go nuts when I make them, my apple pie filling. You can add it to ice cream. Some people I've heard eat it straight from the jar. So there you go. You can do that as well. It's such a great little fall tradition to make your apple pie filling. Okay, and then some last of my thrifting finds. I love finding, I get stuffed lions for Nala because the breed, the Rhodesian Ridgeback breed, are African lion hunters. So I think it's really funny to see them playing with stuffed lions. And I kind of hate dog toys. They're so stinking expensive. I've paid $15 for a dog toy that lasted less than a week. So I would rather pay $5 for something that I actually think is cute laying around my house. And then I also got some baseballs just for a couple dollars at the thrift store. I'm getting back into thrifting. I know I haven't done as much. A lot of thrift stores are not very good anymore. It's been really disappointing, but I do have one that I like. So even though I don't have my kids around hardly ever, it's changed so much for me. I am enjoying the simple rhythms of the morning routines and the evening routines, and still nurturing the pets and the gardens. Do keep those things in your life somehow. Still stay nurturing even as your life is changing. Thank you for watching this sort of eclectic video this week. Let me know what you think of the lampshades. Let me know the rhythms that you hold on to as life changes and the things that you let go of. I think we can all learn from each other in this department. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.